my friends, and welcome to a new vlog. It has been what feels like forever since I've done a vlog. I think the last one I did was for my birthday, which was over a month ago now, so it's been a little bit. I'm very excited to be back to vlogging. I mainly just wanted to vlog this week because I'm currently reading a book that I am absolutely loving, and I just needed to have a place to yell about it, and also I just wanted to document it somewhere because I'm just loving it so much. I also have been participating in the magical readathon Aurelium, and I wanted to vlog at least some of that, so I will maybe catch you up on what I've managed to read for that readathon. It's not much, but I really want to try and read as much as possible in the next week for the readathon and just in general, just because I feel like I'm in a really big reading mood right now, so I want to take advantage of it. But let's chat about the book that is making me vlog this week. So I am currently reading The Spanish Love Deception, and I'm loving it so much. It is a romance between these two characters who work in the same office, and basically this girl told her family that she has a boyfriend and that she will be bringing him to her sister's wedding in Spain, but she doesn't actually have a boyfriend, but the guy, the main lead, offers to be her fake date for the wedding. It's just so good. And I don't want to say it's enemies to lovers necessarily because I don't feel like they hate each other that much. I would say it's strong dislike and indifference. They don't really like each other, they don't really get along, but I wouldn't say it's hate or enemies to lovers, if that makes sense. But it does have that element, and there's also fake dating, which I love, and it's just so good. And I'm actually tabbing it as well. I don't know if you can see the tabs very well, but that was not my intention. I just started seeing the slight tension between the characters, and I was I'm losing my mind, I need to tab this. So I'm not doing a full tabbing thing, I'm just using two colors. Pink is for the things between the main characters, the relationship, the things that are making me scream, and the yellow is just funny moments because this is also very funny. I've actually laughed out loud. I have LOL'd many times. But yeah, I'm loving this. I feel like this is one of those books where I pick it up, I start reading, and I just get completely immersed, and I just love it so much. I'm not looking at the time, I'm not looking to see how many pages are left in the chapter, I'm not getting distracted by my phone. I'm just super invested, and I'm just loving it so much. So I wanted to vlog me reading the second half of the book. I'm a little over halfway through, so I'm probably going to be finishing this over the next couple of days. I also was reading another book that I actually just finished. I was reading the audiobook for Like a Love Story by Abdi Nazemian, and I don't know what I'm gonna rate it. It was quite emotional and definitely hard-hitting. It's kind of following these three teens when they're growing up in the 80s during the height of the AIDS crisis, and we're following them kind of growing up in this time and being affected by everything going on in the community, as well as the AIDS crisis and how it's affecting the people they love as well as themselves. And I think there was a lot of importance to that type of story and seeing how it affected people. Even though it is a fictional story, it's very real what happened, and these are based off of real experiences. So I think it was really important and really well done in that aspect. I think there were just a few things that characters did and said that really bothered me, so I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. I feel I'm probably gonna give it a 4 maybe. It was very, very sad and very impactful. I think it's gonna be one that sticks with me for a while. But yeah, like I said, there were just a few things that characters said or did that just made me feel a little icky, a little unsure. So I think I'm gonna give it a 4-star, but I did really enjoy it. This was also the September pick for the Winers Book Club. I'll have it linked below. I wanted to read it to participate in their live shows because their live shows are always a fun time. So I've read it. I'm excited to hear them discuss it. So I've already finished a book this week. I only had 2 hours, I think, left of the audiobook this morning. So I listened to most of it last week, but I'm feeling good about this progress. We've already completed a book this week. I'm probably going to finish this either today or tomorrow. I might finish it tomorrow just because I don't want it to ever end. So I'm just going to take my time and enjoy it while I read it. And then we'll see where the rest of the week takes me. I think I know what I'm going to pick up next, but we'll see. And also, like I said, I am participating in the magical readathon, and I actually made a page on Notion for the readathon, so I kind of want to show that to you guys. So here is what I kind of did. I just put the map of like Aurelium and all the different places in the world she created. I put that as like the header picture, and then I did the picture of like the path kind of that we're taking in the readathon this month. And I have like all of the books that I wanted to read for each prompt. And I think I have to decide, I think I was going to read like a love story for a standalone, so I think I can check that off. Then I just put like the quote that's right here in the picture. I put it here just to fill up that empty space. And then down here is the scholar's key. So this is like about my character, I guess, in this world. And I just kind of picked things that sounded interesting to me. So I hope I didn't like mess myself up for future parts of the readathon. But then you have to complete certain prompts before April of next year. So I've already started writing down some options for those prompts. But yeah, I just thought that this would be a fun way to track my reading for a readathon. I think it's a good way to track it without having to like print stuff out for my journal. As much as printing stuff out is fun, I think that this will just be a lot easier. And also like with like this readathon in particular, because it's going to take place in April and I think August of next year, and I think she plans to do it for a few more years as well. It's something where I can keep this and keep all the years in one place and kind of see what I read for each thing. So I think it'll be fun to kind of keep this updated throughout the years, and how many, you know, if I continue to do the readathon, which at this point I plan to, I can just see everything in one place. So excited to continue to fill that out. I did make a Notion page for the Trigger to Readathon as well, so excited to start using that next month. Oh, Sam has entered the building. Hello, sir. But yeah, I feel like I'm like babbling a lot and I have a lot to say just because I haven't vlogged in so long. So I'm excited to be vlogging again, and we'll see how much I get read this week. I'm very motivated to read, so hopefully I can read a lot of things. So I just got a package in the mail and I wanted to open it. It's from Amazon. I am 99.9% sure I know what this is. Oh, the notes, come back. All right, so I'm gonna read the note, even though I know I was getting this. I know who it's from. I love her. Anyway, the book is Ace by Angela Chen, and Darian actually gifted this to me. Perfect timing, because there was some things going on book Twitter a couple weeks ago, and it made me even more excited knowing that Darian had pre-ordered the paperback for me, so I'm very excited to read this. I'm gonna try and maybe read it this week because this is the nonfiction baddies pick for September. And I read the 20-something book club, which is it's both Casey and Mafalda. It's both of their book clubs, and they do a live show, I think, discussing both books. And their book club pick for the 20-something book club was Malibu Rising, which I've read. So I would like to read this so that when they talk about it in the live show, I kind of know what they're saying. But because this is a nonfiction, I'm just excited to hear like their discussion on it, whether I get it read or not. But obviously I will be reading it eventually, and I'm very excited. I know Darian obviously loves this book a lot, so I'm just excited to learn more about asexuality, and just, I think with everything that happened a couple weeks ago, it just made me more excited to read it. So thank you, Darian bestie. Love you lots. I will be keeping the note with the book, as I always do. I use washi tape to stick it in. And she said in the note to consider it an extra birthday gift, because the birthday gift that she got me is so good. I'm just like flinging this book around. You'll know because it's something that she had to pre-order. It'll be coming in a couple months, we hope. And I'm just gonna lose my mind. So thank you, Darian. Very excited about this. Love you. And I thought I would just unbox that. That's what that was. Okay, I'm gonna go back to editing now. Kids, hello. It is now Tuesday, and I haven't had a very thrilling day. I mean, I don't have thrilling days really ever, but that's besides the point. I did manage to film my October bullet journal setup, so that was good that that's like all filmed and I just need to edit and do the voiceover and everything for that. But yeah, very excited that I got that done. For a reading update, I did read a little bit more of the Spanish Love Deception last night. I don't think I read that much. I think I only read a couple chapters, but I'm now on page 283. So I think I have like just under 200 pages left. So I might, keyword being might, try to finish this today or tonight. I mean, I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I feel like if I don't finish it today, I'll definitely finish it tomorrow and then I can move on to my next book. But yeah, I don't want it to ever be over because I'm loving it so much. I think I'm going to have to open a new package of tabs because I think I'm going to run out of pink tabs. I think I only have a few left, so that's fine. But yeah, loving it. I feel like we're getting to the point where, one, they're officially in Spain for the wedding. That hasn't been the whole book. It was like probably halfway through the book that they actually left to go to Spain for the wedding. But our main character, I think, is finally starting to realize like her feelings for her fake boyfriend. So it's just great. I'm having a great time. And also, like, she has an ex-boyfriend. The whole reason she was bringing a fake date, a fake boyfriend to the wedding was because she found out that her ex was going to be there and was going to be bringing his fiance or his wife. So that's why she made up that lie in the first place. And he's just been introduced. So I think there's going to be a lot of, like, angsty ex-boyfriend versus fake boyfriend situations. I don't know. I'm just loving it and having a great time. So I definitely want to read more of this today, and I just scratched my face. So yeah, I do just want to have like a very chill reading night, I think. I may watch a movie. I've been in the mood to watch a movie recently, so I might do that, but I also do really want to read, so I might just have a very cozy evening. But first I need to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner, so I think I'm going to go and do that and eat, and then we will start the whole reading cozy evening shenanigans. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I think I need food. Okay, so I have just finished eating dinner, so I think I'm going to get cozy on the couch and read for a little bit. But I forgot earlier there were a couple things that I wanted to say when I updated you guys, and it just completely left my brain. So, firstly, yes, you did see correctly. Me and my parents watched Elf last night. And no, I don't want to hear your criticisms. Listen, I'm just as ready for Halloween and spooky season. Oh, that's BTS going live. Hello, how dare you interrupt me? But as I was saying, I am ready for spooky season, but I do love Christmas. So when my dad suggested last night that we watch Elf, I wasn't gonna say no. So we did watch Elf and it was great. And two, I'm about to reach my Goodreads goal. So when I finish the Spanish Love Deception, that will be my 60th book read for this year. And that was my goal for this year, 60 books. So once I finish the Spanish Love Deception, I will have reached my Goodreads goal, which is very exciting. So I just wanted to say that because it feels like I should be acknowledging it somehow. But the only way to reach the goal is if I actually read. So I'm gonna go and actually pick up the book and read the words on the page because that's how you read. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do some reading and be back with the love of my life, Erin Blackford. Thank you. Good night.
Is anybody listening to the sound? When the world is dark and desolate, do you take a stand to help of it? Take all that you have and give it away. Somebody can spare that extra weight. No reason to fill up your life with things that you hate.
Hello friends, it's me from my squeaky chair. Watch, now it's not gonna squeak. It's a very squeaky chair, so if that happens, ignore it. But hello, it is now Wednesday, and I have been working on the voiceover for my October bullet journal. I had to think about what month it was. October. And I'm like halfway probably through doing it. It always takes me a really long time because I mess up so much when I'm doing my voiceover. I think I just get ahead of myself and I start talking really fast and then I stumble over my words. But it takes me quite a while to do it. But I'm like halfway through, I think. So I'm almost done. I only have a few more things left to do, I think. So hopefully I will be wrapping that up soon. I can edit that and get it done. I also just made myself a nice iced latte because after struggling through this voiceover, it's what I deserve. But I wanted to give a reading update because I'm like 90 pages, I think, from the end of The Spanish Love Deception, and I'm definitely going to finish it today. And I'm so excited to read it and finish it, but I'm also so sad about it ending. But I'm still loving it. It's making me feel all the things. I think I'm just about to run out of pink tabs, and I have a feeling I'm going to need more just for the last 90 pages, so I might need to break out a new pack. But he is the moment. He is everything. I'm obsessed with him. He watches Disney and Pixar movies. They mention specifically Tangled. What am I supposed to do with that information? But yeah, other than wishing this man was real and being really upset because he's not, I'm having a great time. It's really good. So I'm excited to finish it, also very sad to finish it, but I'm probably going to finish this at some point today, and I'm just loving it so much. My camera battery died. My camera's even like, shut up. But yeah, I'm still loving it, obviously. I'm probably going to finish it today, and I love it so much. I haven't had a book where I've been like wishing I was reading it when I'm not reading it in a while. Like, it's constantly like on my mind, and I think I might have said this already, but like when I'm reading it, I do not like pay attention to the time. I'm not getting distracted on my phone. I'm not looking to see how many pages are left in the chapter. I'm just reading it and enjoying it. And I feel like that doesn't happen to me that often. I think the last book that did that was Yoke by Mary H.K. Choi. I just was like so invested and couldn't stop thinking about it and didn't care when and how I was I was just reading that book. I didn't care about anything else going on around me when I was reading it, and that's how I feel about this book. So I have a feeling this is going to be in my top favorite books of the year. I don't know what number. I don't know how I'm going to do that. That's a problem for Lisa in the future. We'll figure it out. But I feel like this is going to be one of my favorites of the year. I'm just loving it so much. And it makes me want to read all the romance, but at the same time, I'm like, I can't read romance all the time because this makes me feel so lonely. So I pray to the people that read romance all the time. You are so brave. But anyway, I'm going to go back to doing my voiceover. I'm just trying to like put off finishing the voiceover because I don't want to do it, but I'm going to go and do that. But quickly, I did want to say I am doing my voiceover for my October journal a little differently. I'm using the voice notes on my phone instead of using old questionable headphones and the microphone on those. So if you've watched more of my journal videos, if you watched the October one and you've seen ones in the past, I would love to know if you've noticed or you noticed a difference with the quality of the voiceover. I would love to know if you noticed. But anyway, I'm going to go back to do the voiceover once again, just trying to push off doing it. But I'm going to go and do that, and then maybe I'll start reading. I don't know. I don't want to finish it, but I also really want to finish it. Okay. Bye. Now I'm just distracting myself. I'll talk to y'all in a bit. So not only did I complete my Goodreads challenge last night, woohoo, I also finished the Spanish Love Deception, and I gave this 5 stars. Who's surprised? If you like fake dating, if you like a slow burn, if you like dislike to lovers, definitely not like hate to love or enemies to lovers, but like dislike to lovers, you gotta read it. You just gotta do it. And I did tab quite a bit of it. I had to get a new pack for some more pink tabs because I ran out. And at one point I was reading one chapter and I just wanted to tab everything. So I just went back and tabbed like the start of the chapter. I just put a tab at the beginning of the whole chapter because the whole thing was just too good. That chapter like hurt my feelings. It was making me cry. It was also like, It was like bittersweet. There were happy moments, there were sad moments, there were things with the relationship happening, and something with one of the characters, one of their parents. And there was a specific line in that chapter that just really like hit me because of things that I'm going through right now. So it's just like, it was just a lot, but it was so good. It was so good. What is there to do except for hug the book and cry? That's where I'm at. It's so good. It's so good. That's all I can really say. And also just the male love interest, Aaron Blackford. I love him so much. It's really a shame that he is fictional. I'm upset about it. But yeah, I finished it. 5 stars. 10 out of 10. Give it an A+. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. But it was so good, and it was my 60th book read this year, so I reached my Goodreads goal with this book, which was very exciting. And now I'm just going to be able to kind of chill out the rest of the year because I reached my goal. I like to keep my goals pretty like reasonable, but still like challenging enough where I'm trying to reach it, but it's not like too stressful. Like it would be stressful if I did like 100 books. I don't think I'm ever going to read 100 books in a year, but I'm still happy I managed to reach my Goodreads goal and also finish this because this is going to be my new personality trait. I hope y'all are ready. But now that I finished this, I think for my next read, at some point today, I'm sure I'll start it. I'm going to start We Free the Stars by Hafsa Faisal. This is the sequel for We Hunt the Flame, and I gave We Hunt the Flame 5 stars. I loved it. There were definitely things that I didn't like love about it. Like I did have some problems, but I had such a good time reading the book, and I just loved the characters so much that I gave it 5 stars. And I feel like the sequel is probably going to just be even better. I've heard so many people say that the sequel is even better, so I'm so excited to start it. I probably will start it later on. It is quite a chunky book. I think it's like close to 600 pages, so I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it this weekend because I do have some plans this weekend. Tomorrow on Friday I'm going to be going to some breweries, and I can never say that word right. Breweries. It just sounds so weird. It's such a hard word for me to pronounce. But I'm doing that tomorrow at some point, and then Saturday me and my family are having a little gathering, so I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to get read over the next few days, but I definitely want to start it and just see how far I can get into it. So yeah, that is my update, and if there's anything you can get out of this vlog, it's to read The Spanish Love Deception. Okay, bye. Talk to y'alls later. Okay, weird. One of my primers just grew legs and disappeared. I cannot find it. I'm confused, but I'm gonna pretend like it's fine. Alright, let's see if I can do my makeup and chat. I feel like I'm always really bad at multitasking. Still don't know how beauty gurus do the whole makeup and chatting thing. I'm sure that, you get used to it, but I am not very good at it. Anyways, hello. It is now Friday, and I am going brewery hopping. I still can't say that word. Brewery hopping. We're going up to Maine because there's a lot of breweries up there, so excited for that. I think we're going to be leaving soon-ish. I think my sister is picking me up around 11:30, probably after she gets out of work. She'll just come right here. Also, speaking of, ignore my French braids. I'm either going to fix them or have my sister quickly fix them because she's the reason I don't know how to French braid my own hair, is because she's always done it for me. So those are my plans for the day. I'm very excited for like a reading update. I did show me starting We Free the Stars last night, and I read the first chapter. I don't know. It was one of those weird things where when I wasn't reading, I was motivated to read, and then when I actually sat down to read, I was like, I don't feel like doing this. So I read a chapter, which is better than nothing, but it's also not a lot. Also, I don't know if you can see on camera, but my neck is all red, which is from me braiding my hair. I think I just scratched my neck. My skin is very sensitive, so if I like put on a necklace or something, my chest will get all red just from like my fingers touching my like chest. It's weird. Anyway, this is why I can't do makeup and talk. I get so distracted and I'm all over the place. But yeah, I literally only read a chapter of We Free the Stars, and every time I want to say We Hunt the Flame, and that's not correct. I am reading We Free the Stars. I've only read the first chapter. It already ended like on a cliffhanger, which is kind of funny. That I was just like, okay, that's enough. But that's like something that happened even in We Hunt the Flame, was a lot of the chapters ended on cliffhangers, and also the chapters are relatively short, which I enjoy. I prefer shorter chapters just in general, which I think is going to help me get through it a little bit faster, because with short chapters, I'll read a chapter, it's only a few pages, I'm like, might as well read the next one, and I just keep doing that for a while. So I'm probably going to get through it quickly once I actually sit down and try to read. But yeah, that's kind of the update. I read a chapter, not many thoughts so far. It did kind of start like right where We Hunt the Flame ends, which was kind of nice. Like there's no time in between, I don't think, so I do like it when books do that. Feels like I didn't miss anything important that might have happened. But yeah, I'm probably gonna read like later on tonight when I get home. It is quite like a rainy and cloudy day, so it would be a good day to kind of stay in and read, but I'll do that later on. But yeah, I'm gonna go because I feel like putting makeup on while trying to talk is just gonna make putting my makeup on take even longer, so I'm gonna go and focus on getting my makeup done and getting ready to leave. Maybe I'll film some stuff while we're out, but it's very unlikely, we all know. But you never know, it's possible. So I'm gonna go. I'll probably check in at some point this weekend, but yeah, I'm excited to go out today and drink a lot of beer. It's gonna be a good day. Hello kids. It is now Sunday, and I just wanted to quickly update because I plan on having a pretty chill and relaxed day today, but I think the last I updated was Friday before I went out, and I was out all day. It was a long day, very fun day, but a long day with a lot of alcohol. So yesterday, Saturday, I basically just napped on and off all afternoon, and then we went over to my cousin's house for dinner, and now here we are today. I don't think I filmed anything in the past couple of days. I think I did take a couple pictures when we were out at the breweries in Maine, so I'll insert those. There you go. I'm such a good vlogger. I also haven't read anything either. I don't have the book up here with me. I just have the dust jacket. I brought the book downstairs with me thinking if I had it next to me on the couch, I'd maybe read it. That hasn't worked out so far, but it was a nice thought. But yeah, I've still only read the first chapter of this, but I probably will read more later on today. We have the Patriots playing at 1, which is in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So I'm probably not going to read while I'm watching the football game, but probably after that later on tonight, I will do some reading. Oh my god, my hair is a mess. Hello. But yeah, I just wanted to say hello and update because it's been a couple days since I've updated. I'm now going to go and watch some football, potentially yell at my TV. It's going to be a good time. It is now Monday. It's time for me to wrap up this vlog. So I just wanted to quickly kind of go over everything that I had read this week. So I think at the very beginning of the week, I finished Like a Love Story by Abdi Nazemian, and I gave that 4 stars. I also finished The Spanish Love Deception, and I gave this 5 stars. I'm still thinking about it all the time. I'm never gonna recover from this, it's fine. And then I haven't read any more of We Free the Stars since yesterday, still only on chapter 1. I brought this book around with me around the house yesterday, and I just kept looking at it and going, this is a nice thought, but I just did not read anything yesterday. I was just not in the reading mood, I think, this weekend. So hopefully this coming week I can make some more progress in this and actually like start reading it. I am going to be vlogging this coming week as well. I'm going to be vlogging the next few weeks because I'm going to vlog all of October for the Trick or to Readathon. If you want to know information about that, I'll have it linked below. But you will see me finish We Free the Stars, hopefully, and read it this coming week in next week's vlog, and you will also see me do all the spooky activities, read all the spooky books. I'm very excited for October and for the readathon. I think it's going to be a fun time, so make sure you stay tuned for those vlogs. I hope you enjoyed this vlog as well, but I think that that's going to be it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!